I'm saying, how has the response been? Like, first of all, it's your first single, so I know it's just
I
like a
know.
huge
You know
deal.
what? Like honestly, it's been good. I mean, of course you're gonna have like the few people that don't like it, but I mean that's fine. To each his own, you know. Like
Yeah, the
I
haters.
mean,
Yeah,
you know, I don't mind
right.
it though. But I'm just happy that more people like support it. Honestly, like I've been going through like my timeline. Everybody's been like reposting it, telling their
Showing
friends to
love.
repost it. So it's just been like all positive, you know.
That's what's up. Now I know this music thing isn't. You didn't just up and decide to do it. You've been working on music for some time now. How long has it been?
Right. So I started in 2017.
Hmm.
So I guess it's been like 3 years. But you know what? When I first started the music stuff and everything, people was like, "Oh, put it out now." I'm like, "No, it has to be
Takes
perfect. Like I
time,
can't just
right?
throw myself out there so I could look crazy. It's just not about to happen." But I'm
Right.
glad that I waited, you know, because I was able to perfect everything and figure out what sounds good for me, you know, becoming, you know, being a new artist and stuff.
Definitely. Now, what were your feelings like right before you about to drop it? What were you feeling? We gotta know.
I was just excited. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, I wanted everything on the back end to be correct. So
Right.
once that was like, you know, put in as far as, you know, all that good stuff, like I felt more comfortable, you know, so I can be able to see everything and like see like the feedback to like improve or change certain things and
Right.
all that type of good stuff, you know. When will the
Yes.
next
So
single
someone
be?
asked, when will the next single be? I'm just gonna go in career mode.
So my plan is to like release new singles every 2 weeks, so y'all just stay tuned.
Dang. Every 2 weeks? That's a lot of
I
music,
know it's
Ty.
a lot. I'm about to be working. I'm not about to be playing. You know, I want y'all to know that like I'm serious about this and I'm not like playing. You know what I mean? And I'm about to come with it. I'm about to come with all the
Right.
heat.
So first of all, and
Hmm.
how time consuming is this music? Is the music for you?
You know what? I mean, I feel like this, right? You know how a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm doing a bunch of things and all that." Like with me, I like to do one thing at a time and then master it and then go to the next thing. You know, like with
Okay.
Lash Cosmetics, I've had for 6 years in my store, so I mastered that, so I was able to move on. Now I just dropped Blac Chyna's Closet. You know what I mean? And I used to do that before with 88 Fins. So I feel like now that I have mastered all the other avenues that I have been doing, I have time to like mainly focus on my music, you know, to make sure everything is right. I don't want to half ass or you know what I mean, do nothing that's not like all the way right. You know what I mean? Like me,
Right.
I'm a very I'm like I need things to be right and I need it to be organized and perfect, you know?
You
Or
are
it's just
very
not gonna go.
organized. You are very organized.
Have
Listen,
to.
seriously,
I
every time
still
I've
write.
ever been
Listen,
around.
people be like, oh, I put stuff in my notes. It's like how? Like I literally write down my stuff in my book, and like I love to check it off. You know what I mean? It just feels good
Right.
too. And you know, like I feel like a lot of people should do that too because if you visually see it, it'll make you
You get
feel
it
good
done.
about what
Right.
you need to do. Or like say if you have a lot of stuff that you want to accomplish, you have to write it down and manifest it. You know what I mean?
For
Because
sure.
it's like
For
it's
sure.
real. You know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Now,
Yeah.
you as again a boss babe, you've also been executive producing some projects. Most recent
Right.
being the Only Camille show that we both worked on together, and
I know. I know.
that was a
I'm.
new thing for me. I really enjoyed it. So talk to us
Uh-huh.
a little bit about it for you. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make sure y'all download Zeus right now and subscribe and make sure you guys go watch all the TV shows. Amazing. Best network ever. So I mean, doing like only cams was like really, really fun for me and it was just interesting just to see like people's like stories and like the back end because sometimes people just see what they want to see like on the outside and not know what's going on the inside with there's certain
Right.
situations and they're so quick to judge or turn up their nose towards people of like decisions that they make, you know. So I'm
Right.
just happy that we was able to like share like everybody's stories and their back end and even like my stories. People like, oh, China, why'd you start OnlyFans? Start
Right.
OnlyFans because first of all, I mean, I'm a hustler, baby. No, no, no. I started because, of course, I'm VPing on the show, and then, you know, I wanted to, you know, use the money for like the marketing behind the music and stuff like that. This stuff is not cheap, you know.
Right. Right.
So for stuff to be pushed right and done correctly, video shoots, hair, makeup, that's this, that, and I have 2 kids, so it's like you gotta like come with it, and that's where all like the hustle and the grind come from. You know what I mean? Doing it for the kids. feel
For
me?
sure. So that was literally going to be my next question is like, what is
Oh
your
yeah.
inspiration? And obviously, I know the babies, they're so adorable, by the way.
Yeah.
I know that's all the motivation you need as a great mom, because I think anyone that knows you can attest to the fact that you are a great mom.
Thank
So,
you.
you know, congratulations on, of course, you know, just doing well on OnlyFans, OnlyCam
Yeah.
doing well. Of course, the music and you know, just everything that you're doing.
Thank you,
Um,
baby. It's only gonna get better, you know, and I'm just happy that everybody has been like supportive throughout the years. A lot of people don't notice, like I came out in 2008. Look at mother go.
yeah,
Come here, mother.
that's a
It's the
minute. Oh
mother.
man.
Follow my
Oh
sis.
hey.
Period. Um, hold on. Look at Jay.
Is that Jay? Oh, you got the team working. Now
Because we
we
about to
saw.
shoot after this. You.
Okay, we saw Jay on your episode. Jay, can he
Oh,
say
you come
hi?
here,
Come say hi.
Hello. I look like shit, but hi.
Jay. No,
How
you
are
look good.
you?
You so silly.
You working? It's okay.
Everybody subscribe, 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 and go check
Hey,
out China's music because it's
hey,
definitely going to have you popping your booty.
hey.
Clap, clap.
Now, Chai, let's go a little deeper into the song, into your new single, "Seen
Yeah,
Her."
sure.
What was the inspiration behind the song, the record, and the video as well?
I mean, you know, I feel like it's just a combination of everything. I feel like with my music, I'm not gonna just like talk about something that doesn't like pertain to me. You know what I mean? All this stuff is like a lifestyle, you know, and if I rap or talk about it, it's all true.
Right,
I'm not gonna be like no cap in person talking about this, talking about that, and they got it, you know? And it's nothing wrong with it, but I
right,
just don't wanna be
right.
that artist like what? No. Uh-uh.
So all of
But
it
actually
is
like
basically.
oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're
but
good.
I mean, to answer your question, like I actually recorded this record 3 years ago. And I was just going back through all of my records and things like that, and I was like, "Dang, like this song still slaps." So I'm like, if I recorded this 3 years ago, you know what I mean? It's still gonna go longer than that. You know what I mean? So I just feel like I
Right.
want to make songs that's like timeless and seamless. I don't want to have like moments of the song of a song. I want it to like have longevity and like a life, you know, a lifespan on it. You know?
For sure, for sure. Now
Yeah.
I saw somewhere that you said if you could work with anyone, it would be like a Nicki Minaj. Is there anybody else on your roster that you would
Um,
want to work with?
like honestly, I'm open to, you know, obviously people that's making good music, you know what I mean? Even like new artists, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not
Sure.
gonna say, oh, this person or that person, you know what I mean? But I feel like if I do a record and I feel like it might fit that person or that artist, then I'll send it and we can see from there. But of course, Nikki, I've been knowing Nikki for maybe nine or 10 years, something like that. Yeah. So, and we
Okay.
have a history together too, so it would be dope. I love her.
Yeah,
That's
she loves
great.
you too. She be showing you mad love.
I
So
know.
now we
Yeah,
got a lot of.
she actually like reposted seen her on her story, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh,
She's just
that's
oh,
so
we always like
dope.
support
That's
each
so
other,
dope.
you know. Even when I went up there for
Right,
season one, remember? I went to Queen Radio.
right, right. I
Yeah,
remember.
it's good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we're gonna put it out there. It's gonna happen. And then is there anybody else you would want to work with? You said you'll have to see. It has to make sense, basically.
It's so many people. Like what? Okay, let's see. Oh, so many people. You know what's crazy? Like outside of the box, like Will I Am. I would like to work with him.
Oh, that would be a
Because
good
he's
collab.
yeah, because he's like really like artsy. You know, into that lane. Pharrell, love
That would be
Pharrell.
fire too. Yeah.
Yep.
So let me ask this then. Are you planning to cross over into different genres, or is it strictly going to be hip hop? Like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I do. I do actually. Like a lot of people don't know this, but I love rock music. Like I'm so into it. Like
Right, right.
it's so
You got the
good.
rock star tattoo on you, right?
Rockstar.
Hey. Okay, this
Yes,
one I
I
think is
am
cute.
single. I just had
Oh,
to
they
say.
asked.
Oh wow,
This
that's
is a
a
good
really
one. This is a
good
good one.
one. You guys are really good. Honestly, you know
On
what?
it. They on it.
I can't listen. I can't lie. Look. I was
You
like, should I?
blushing?
Should I not? No. So me and Lola, we are working on a few records, and the shit
Okay.
is fire too. So be on the lookout
Yay.
for that. You know what's crazy? Like a lot of people might not notice too. Like me and Lola, we've been on each other for like 15, 16 years. We're both from
Y'all
the
go
same
way
place in
back.
DC. Yeah,
Right,
we're both
right.
from DC.
Okay, okay. DC. Okay, reppin'.
DMV Chocolate City. A lot of
All
people think I'm from
right.
Miami. I'm not. I'm from DC, man.
Someone wants to know this. I know you guys were supposed to head that way, but I don't know if you want to touch on that.
I don't plan on going anywhere right now because I got two kids and I'm not trying to
You
be
got to keep
sick
him safe,
and
right?
everybody else need to stay safe. Like they gotta chill out. It ain't that it's your life is not worth getting sick over a party or nothing crazy or weird. It ain't that serious. You know what I mean?
So,
And then
so,
the
so,
hospital
what are
bills
you
gonna
telling
shoot
people
up.
when they call you to turn up? What are you saying, Ty? What are you saying? What do you say to them when they call you? Should I say that? She just gave you the look.
No. I'm like, no, I'm tired.
Chai, let me ask you this, because a lot of people did see, everything you went through during the first season, and just
Right.
how much has changed since then. So, like, what would you say right now? Like, what kind of space are you in right now?
The type of space that I'm in right now is very peaceful and
Okay.
like calming and I'm like really happy. You know what I mean? And unfortunately it took like for me to go through that to become a bigger and better person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just where I'm at with it. And also too, I feel like with season two, it's going to show more of like the business side of things like that, and like the
The
music and
boss
behind the
thing.
music and things like that. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And how much stuff it takes to put into like being successful and things like that, and juggling it, like being a mom, being a friend, being a business owners, setting up stuff, music, anything you could possibly think of. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like if I could have that balance and give like that inspiration to people, you know what I mean? It'll like uplift a lot of people too. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
So that's just like kind of where I'm at with it, you know? Because even from season one, everybody's like, man, we got so much positive feedback. They're like, man, I'm going through the same stuff with my mom, or this happened to me. That way it just shows people like, hey, you're not just out here by yourself. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that's going through the same stuff. And it's just like, as a person, you just
Yeah.
got to build like that inner strength for it to come out. You get what I'm saying? And
Right. For
still be
sure.
like a sweet and nice person, you know, because a lot of times people go through things and it really actually changed them to being like negative towards people. Like with me, I always give people like the fair opportunity to do, you know what I mean, to be their
Right.
own person and things like that, instead of having like this super wall up. Because a lot of times like you'll miss your blessings that way, you know what I mean,
Right.
like being a
Right.
certain type of way. So I'm just hoping that, you know, now that I'm in this type of space, I'm going to attract the same energy. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's just like the people that's around you that don't fit you. You know what I mean? Not to say like they're a bad person, but they just don't fit the person that you are. So you have to pick yourself up out of that situation and then move on and go to the next thing.
Or they don't even motivate you because you're motivating them, you know?
Yeah,
Right. Right.
it should be
Yeah.
like a back and, you know, a back and
Yeah.
forth
It should
thing.
be reciprocated for sure.
A
For sure.
win-win situation. It doesn't matter who's older, who's younger, who has more experience, who's has less experience, who's more popular, who's popular.
Like just mostly like having like your best interests at
Yeah,
heart. You know what I
friendship,
mean?
you know,
Right.
loyalty, like yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things like that. Right. And
Yeah.
this
No.
is
Look.
all stuff that, you know, took me a long time to figure out, especially like in the industry and things like that. People are really wishy-washy, or like might hear the name Blac Chyna and just feel entitled, or oh, she's this type of person or that, and
or
it's like
or
totally
charge you more than little Momo down the street.
right. Don't be trying to charge me for about 15K. Never mind, I'll do it myself. Shit. No.
Oh, listen, that's crazy. Now,
Yeah.
I do want to ask. Someone asked you earlier, and I think I know the answer, but you said you're single. Are you dating? Are you looking? What do
No,
you
I'm
do with
not
that?
dating. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
I'm
You
chilling with my
focused?
cash, my kids.
Okay.
Right, and my dogs, and my cat,
Right,
and my four
right.
goldfish,
And me.
and Alex.
Not Alex. Where's the
Yeah,
cat?
no, I'm just focused on like my business. You know,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that's
No,
it.
I get it. I
All the
get
other
it.
stuff that should have come later. I don't have time. I don't
Right.
feel like nobody's dramas and all that. Mm-mm. What's
All
up,
right.
man?
Talk a little bit more about Blac Chyna's Closet. I know you touched on it lightly earlier, but what is it
Right.
about, and how can people kind of get a hold of some of your pieces? Because those pieces are fire. They definitely are.
Thanks, man. So Blac Chyna Closet, I dropped it last week, and I'm really excited about it actually. So it's just like items that I would personally wear.
Okay.
Everything's brand new, so it's not like used. I know a lot of people use like the term, and they may think that I'm pulling stuff from my closet, but they're all new items, tags, and
Okay.
everything. Super fire. And a lot of people be like, "Oh, why don't you get other models to wear it?" It's like every time I get other models to wear it, it just never sells for me.
Oh,
So I
listen.
mean, and I feel like it's Blac Chyna's Closet, so I want to model my own stuff. Like I just want to be, I don't know.
How often are you going to be putting out new pieces for people to watch, and how can they get a hold of your pieces?
Oh yeah, so it's Blac Chyna's Closet. You know,
Hmm.
my name in closet. You can
Okay.
follow my Instagram or you can go on the website. It's all spelled the same way. And the new edition that I'm about to put out is called the black and white edition. That's why I just got my nails black and white. Look at these
Ooh,
nails,
fire.
guys.
Okay.
Like, how cute is that? Ooh. So it's the
Thank you.
black and white edition, and that should be dropping. I'm gonna drop it next week. Yep, yep,
Excellent.
yep. So
Okay.
it's about 14 pieces: swimsuits, skirts, rompers, and two pieces. So I'm
And
excited about it.
let me
It's
ask
just
you this though. I think first of all, your story overall is inspiring, right? The things that you're doing, inspiring. But when things get tough, because I know for everybody, things get tough. You can get frustrated. You can have your lows. How do you have like sort of like a mantra or things that you specifically do to pick your spirits back up and just keep going?
yeah, just pray to God,
Simple as that. Pray to God.
straight up. And
Okay.
mean it, and mean it from your heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The thing about it is like God, He fixes everything. You know what I mean? Everything
Yeah.
is already how it's supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you just keep your prayers up, and then
Keep
just
that
move from
faith.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is
And just
now.
protect your energy. Like that's everybody. Like we work off energy. We're all energy. So you just gotta like keep your energy to yourself. You know what I mean? And not dwell like on the negative stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's not
Yeah.
gonna be the last day. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, it's the last day. No, you'll be fine.
Let me ask you this. Right now with the climate of the world, all of these protests, Black Lives Matter. What's your take on everything that's going on?
I'm just happy that it is going on, you know what I mean, and that it is being brought to the light, you know what I mean, and everybody's like sticking together. I feel like this is a change that everybody's been asking for. So it's like just don't do it for one day. Do it and stay about it and be about it. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? And if you posting something like okay to go vote, make sure you go vote yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of
Right.
people gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna post I voted," but you ain't go yourself. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So actually, the stuff that you talk about, you need to go and actually
Be
do
about
it
it. For
and be
sure.
about it.
For sure. For sure. Do you want more babies?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to have like two more kids.
Two more? Wow.
Yeah, I'm
That's
only
gonna be a
child, so I
plus.
want to have like a big family, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
any any preference? I know obviously whatever comes you'll be happy with, but any preference? If you got to choose, would you want another boy and girl or
If I had to choose, if I had to,
hmm
I guess two boys. I don't know. Yeah, boys are just boys are easy.
They're easy.
Yeah, girls are dreams easy too, but it's just like dreamy. Like I don't know.
She's your baby. She's your baby girl,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. It's
Right.
just two boys would be cool. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? Dream, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go get
the
my
team.
brothers.